Gaddo.
It's only been a year since the Battle of Sword Valley. How? How did the numbers grow so quickly?
Are their numbers too great even for you, Gaddo?
Otharon.
Medic Shala, here are your new orders. You and Juju are to ready the evac ships. You will be in charge of the evacuation.
But...
You must realize the ships can only carry so many. We must stay behind and fight to protect those who remain in Colony 6.
I'll be fine. I'll be able to keep my mind on the battle, knowing you're safe.
Promise me.
Shala.
Promise that you'll meet us outside the colony. Just make sure you get out of here alive.
Yeah. I promise. Don't worry.
Gaddo, a promise is a promise. And until I see you again, I will protect everyone.
No, let me protect everyone.
Shala!
I keep them real safe inside my belly.
Shala! Juju! Juju! Where are you?
Hey there. Are you all right?
The sleeping princess awakes. Had us worried there for a minute.
How long have I been out?
Huh?
How long have I been unconscious?
4 hours, I'd say.
I've got to get out of here.
Hold up.
Mind if we go with you?
You're gonna bust into their base, right? We want a piece of them too.
Really?
Truth be told, we were gonna leave without you. But the thing is, I get roughed up a lot, and we don't know anyone else who can use ether.
Thank you both. It's been a while. And it's just... I never imagined I would go back to Colony 6 like this. I'm sorry. Lost myself for a minute. We can get to Colony 6 from the valley where Juju was taken. It's this way.
And so, for one reason or another, looks like Shala's joining us one more time. And hopefully, Juju's not dead by now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we finally found Juju and we saved him from his fate, and also acquired a new power of the Monado. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough as another face Mechon came, and let's face it, wiped the floor with us, and Juju paid the prices, now being held captive in Colony 6. This episode, with Charlotte in our midst, we are going on our way to Colony 6, and hopefully we're not too late. Anyway, as soon as soon as we start off here we have a new enemy type. And no, it's not just a cloud ball. This is a nebula. And right off the bat, early game, I'm gonna say this is one of the most jerkish and tough, and I'll be honest, most tedious enemy that you're gonna fight. Because as you can see, with both Shulk and Rhyme, physical attacks are not doing much. Because these guys, these are pretty much pure Keeper Clouds, and as a result, they just wipe off physical attacks with ease, and also on top of that, they don't really have any distinct features about themselves, so it's really hard to distinguish what's the back of them, or what's the front of them, or side of them, and so on and so forth. So
and some of them explode when you kill them, so you don't get a chest.
Yeah, that is another thing. You don't get experience from them, AP, or as Al is referred to, no drop rates at all. So again, it just makes them a pain to fight. And for this early on in the game, having only just got Charlotte, it can make it a bit difficult, even if you decide to play Charlotte right off the bat.
And some of the nebulas have like a counter debuff, like if you hit them, every time you hit them, you'll get slow or paralysis and every other things like that.
Yeah, and it goes back to what I said. At this early in the game, in which most of your offense is pretty much nothing, or even punishes you as a result. To me, it's kind of awkward. But however, they are a few and far in between at this point, so it's not really that big a deal. But now, from this point on, as you can see, the nebulas are starting to hang around, especially in the rain. So that makes it a bit awkward. So, if you do get into a fight with a nebula, your best option is to run, because it'll just whittle you down. It's time consuming, and most of the time you'll probably not get anything if you're in trouble. But anyway, continuing on from what we did last episode. I really like this part of the game, because not only is the time when the game truly opens up, it also instills in your mind that Mechonis, it's not just the metal face Mechon that Fekil Fiora is our problem, and it just creates a scale of like, oh, it's not just one guy that we gotta think about. I don't know, it just creates that sense of opposition. I don't know. And but I will say this: if you're gonna go from the metal face Mechon who killed Fiora, who was silent, and then going on to that face Mechon with the accent, it's kind of hard to take seriously, especially if you're not from a native country.
Nice job.
Charlotte, it's raining right now. Is that good enough?
Yeah, possibly. You know, if you want to lose clothing and shower there.
And Ryan's like, what?
Go on. No. But interestingly though, I mean, I'm just gonna ask this really quick. Say for example, you say, Shulk got too much clothing. You can actually go into the character may say, you know what? I don't like Shulk shirt. Take it off. And boom. Shulk in the rain. And here's the thing, it's not just cosmetic, it actually increases his speed somewhat. And so whether you want to be a glass cannon and go absolutely crazy with the speed, you can. it just all depends on how silly you want to be. I've seen some people who do completely naked runs, and I'll be honest, it's kind of funny to watch. It's like saying she'll take on the metal face Mechon whilst being naked. well, naked as much as you can be.
Or the final boss.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. A video game has a final boss. In fact, this thing was such a hit. It actually made it into Smash Brothers with everyone of Shulk's alternative skins being him. Well, pretty much half naked. And we haven't seen one of these in a while, and to be honest, this is, not only an eyesore, but this is another fever deposit.
I think it's pretty.
Yeah, it is, but like there's just so much of it. It's like, whoa. And imagine just seeing all of this, like seeing nothing but that. Oh no. It could be just me, but hell, let's continue on. And as we're going through here, it goes to show that there are multiple levels at this Bionis leg. There's water levels, there's a bridge up there, and these are the separated islands in which you can actually go on there. I'm not going to recommend you do that for points we'll get into later, but it definitely is worth your time going to explore, whether it be looking for collectibles or just finding random monsters everywhere. Because if memory serves, isn't there a unique monster around here?
Yeah, but it only comes out in a thunderstorm.
In which case it's not going. And it is something that I hope shows up, because a thunderstorm in this environment looks nice, but then again, I think all the skyboxes in this game look nice. Oh no, it's just thunderstorms look a bit menacing, but again, we'll get into that when it decides to show up. I think one thing that I wish they did, but something I could definitely understand being a limitation or something that would make it too easy, is that I wish they gave you an option in which you could pick the time and maybe pick the weather, but I don't know. It all depends on how much of the thematics you like.
It's a lot better than in 2, where you have to travel from one Titan to another in order to get the weather pattern you want.
Oh yeah, and not to mention the cloud levels on a few of them. Yeah, I feel like this game keeps things simple, and well, as I've said a lot for recently, this game is a master of efficiency. And I really look forward to showing for examples, at least in my mind, of all the times in which this game is efficient. It's hard here, and once again, we can't do it. Yay!
Oh, I thought it was one between Shulk and Sharla. Wasn't be story ready yet.
No, I guess not. But anyway, we're going back through this path, heading back up to Colony 6. Charlotte mentioned briefly that, Judy wouldn't go to the left path, it's much too dangerous. Well, let's just be morbidly curious and get a collectible in which we need there for a cyclist. Hooray! Efficiency! By our own hand. But let's just be curious and let's be spelunkers and let's just look to see what makes us think so. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah! Charlotte wasn't kidding. Level 19 versus level 75. That's kind of bad. But I will say though, there is an interesting trick to this. What's that cave? In which I want to go over in a little bit, because I want to hold off on it, just so we can kill two birds two birds with one stone. And by that, I do not mean literally kill Vang in that cave, because no, we are far, we are far from that. And I know some people might be saying, oh well, you know, it's technically a bat, and bats don't count as birds, but it's an expression. Get over it. And whatnot, but moving on. But now that we are at a good enough level, at the Mechon, they're leaving us alone now, or at least their sights aren't as good as it used to be. I guess maybe the rain did some effects to them, who knows.
It rusted their eyes.
I guess so, or their optical sensors, or this condensation in their lenses, I don't know. Either way, here we are. Here we are back at the pedestal in which Judy was taken, and now we're not hung up by story problems. We can definitely look around, and again, there's a lot more than just the initial Guar plains, which I really like. The fact that it's not just a one and done thing. And now, you know, yeah, look at that. We've gone from a level 75 Vang to that. I guess Gonzalez just saw the Mechon and thought, mine now. Yeah, and also things are pretty dangerous.
Luckily, the Flammies are docile.
Mm-hmm. And that ties into something I mentioned earlier, and I'll say right now, you don't want to jump down there. It's bad. But here's something that I mentioned a few episodes ago. I briefly spoke how Xenoblade X and Xenoblade 2 made going down story paths or exploring in general just tedious and kind of annoying, especially with how many high-powered enemies are in your way. Here, yes, it does exist, but the difference is you can explore at your leisure as long as you stay out of trouble. If you attack the enemies, well, of course they're gonna, fight back, but at least the option is there. Whereas Xenoblade 2 and especially Xenoblade X, they're like, hey, monsters here, go for it. It's going to ignore you briefly, but yeah, it's not just refugees that are out here as well. Here we have Garuku. You come just in time. You break what we break spine. I mean, I'm serious. I just love this Noppon's animation because every time I just feel like he's going, ow, ow,
and Shulk's head is following it too.
Like, huh? Meanwhile, Ryan and Charlotte could not give a damn. Anyways, it looks like this guy has lost his Noppon friend. Garuku tell him not to go too far. He always get lost. Garuku think he go very far. He has no sense of direction. He's probably completely lost. And you would know Charlotte because you know him so well. Apparently. But Garuku could not find him. Please help Garuku find friend. Oh, don't worry, we will. As he just lay his back on the rock in that portrait. Thank you, Garuku. Happy now, but still breaking back. He blew with stiff fur. Well, sir. That will be fine, but in your low res model, fur detail isn't really gonna be helpful. Unless Xenoblade Chronicles gets some kind of PC port, which would never something happen. I would absolutely love a Xenoblade Chronicles PC port, because just imagine the type of modding that you could be done. Because if I can imagine there'd be just like every voice clip would perhaps just be every place with rhyme time. Rhyme time. I mean, like for a show example, when speaking about the Monado would say, "Rhine time, Rhine time." Or when Fiora gets stabbed, you know, really taking all full emotions you've never seen. When Fiora gets stabbed, shouts out, "Rhine time!"
Or, it seems like it's made out of multi-layered Rhine time.
Oh my god. Rhine time! Oh god.
More powerful.
And as we go on, yep, still finding places to explore.
And places to not explore.
Yeah. And high level enemies. But again, no, it just shows you the amount of places you can go to as the game goes on, because it's going to be a slight spoiler here, I guess, but we're not going to be remaining in Guar Plains for the rest of the game. I know, surprising. A game is not devoted to just one place. Oh no, and something I've got to mention briefly in the last episode is the character levels. As you can see, Charlotte just recently joined us, and yet she's highest level out of all of us. And not only that, most of the equipment that we have or had on us at the time of when Charlotte joined, Charlotte's equipment was better. And I feel like that is really good, because not only, one, it saves you from grinding characters' levels like some RPGs do, would say, "Hey, guess what? Did you got a new character at level 50? They're like at level 1 now. Good luck." It's like Pokemon. It's like, now we've got to train a new team member up. Great. And here we have a sense of a unique monster who is a tiny Durkin. It kind of is jarring to see the Durkins go from this to talking parrots, essentially. And oh no, just really taking the tenseness out of scenes when you hear out every now and then. Oh no, going back to Charlotte briefly. Not only does it save you the time of grinding, it also makes them more efficient in battle, and saves you the trouble of like, I'll bring them back up because they're weak and dying all the time. But it also gives you gives you an idea of what level that's be recommended. Say like for Charlotte, she was at level 20, and we're not that far. So far we're on par with where the game wants us to be.
I can feel the strength.
And with that, we leveled up in a nice bit to slow down. And also another funny thing is that if you want to be a complete prick to Charlotte, you could say, "Hey Charlotte, your equipment's pretty good. I'm just gonna take it off you and give it to Shoko Ryan." So you could technically do that. But beating that, we get a bunch of new weapons and equipment, and that is all well and good. And that's shown here. It definitely does help in fighting unique monsters, because I feel like overall they are a big challenge. It's definitely exciting, along with the awesome music, and as shown here, it does reward you with a lot of good stuff.
And if the unique monster does have a kindred, it doesn't absolutely assault you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, and it does save you further trouble. And something about that unique monster that we just fought, it also creates a bit of variety, because it could have just been like, oh, it's a Turkin, but with a bigger Turkin. But no. Instead, it does show, hey, there's tokens here who tame Arden.
And another good thing about the kindred system in this game is Charlotte can put the rest of the enemies to sleep.
But
so they can't attack you, which I think would have been nice to utilize in 2.
Yeah, I mean, cause did they have anything like that in X or 2?
No, they didn't have any debuffs in 2.
Really?
I think Topple was the only one.
Wow, so they took out a staple of an RPG, and yeah, that is kind of silly. Either way though, that is in the far future, and this is now, and it's always nice to have some simplicity, and it's something that I can also appreciate about this game, in saying that it keeps some of the staples of RPGs, but doesn't heavily rely on them. Now with that's another side quest done, and our affinity with a non-existent colony at this point goes up. If there are survivors in Colony 6, they're thinking, I like someone now for some inexplicable reason. I feel like affinity goes up with a stranger slightly. But anyway, I was babbling on at this point. Let's just hurry up and make our way, and make way further up to Colony 6.
That bullet almost hit Charlotte.
I'm not going to right locate. It's new. Have you seen how bulky it is? I mean, seriously, that character model.
Is she gonna say that every time it rains?
Apparently so. Who's say? That and let's move on and head further on to our federal destination, and whilst avoiding the ire of that guy right there.
Who sneezed?
He's too busy scratch his nose to notice us. I don't know, but it's just how the area opens up based on what we based on where we just seen. It's a nice breath of fresh air, I think, and it's definitely a warm welcome. As we just gather up collectibles. And if you're wondering why we're darting all over the place looking for collectibles, trust me, some point soon, you'll see why. and you will, I guess, thank us, but not really thank us, because we'll be taking most of that out. But trust me, if you're playing this game, are you gonna thank yourself if you take your time and get collectibles as soon as you can. Your sanity and patience will definitely help you.
It would also be advised to collect enemy drops as well.
Yeah. Which ones though? We'll get into more detail when we get to the point of interest. But as such, let's go on.
This is Colony 6.
It's like a fortress. Did people really live here?
So much has changed. It's only been a month.
We'll find Juju and then smash some metal.
Wait! We can't just rush in.
We could enter through the mine.
Mine?
There's a massive ether deposit under the colony. The first settlers here built right on top of the mine. That's how we got our colony. The mine is like a network of tunnels. It's much more complicated than the colony streets. They can't have figured it all out in the space of a month.
So...
She means it's the best route if we want to remain unseen.
You're catching on.
Great. So how do we get in?
Through the drainage outlet. It's just up ahead.
Yep. Despite how revolutionary this game is, it's still got the classic video game staple: sewer sections. Just kidding. No, it's brief. As we look upon a close above our enemy. But until then, though, guys, I think we'll call things here. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we'll be heading into the drainage outlet and making our way, sneaking into Colony 6, Metal Gear style. So, until then, guys, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Don't do it, Shulk. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.